Hello everyone, it's Sarah, Painty Creator here. Hope you're having a good time. I'm just busy doing some fridge magnets. So these are tiny little drawings. They're 8.5 centimetres by 5.5 centimetres, and they're designed for my little fridge magnets, but these will make great little cards or little paintings to share. Just a bit of fun. So as you can see, this is a bit of a snowman. Found the idea on Pinterest. Great site for ideas. So my cat's decided to join me. I'll pop. So I'm sure you can hear her purring in the background. So I've just got this flat on my table today, and I've just got a bit of tape just so that I keep it on camera. You don't need a tape. You could do this sitting in your chair with a water pen. You could do it in bed. So I'm just going to put my light on. So I've scooted Malibu out the way as much as I can, but you'll see her shadow come and go. I've given my paints a bit of a spritz. I'm using my usual Cotman watercolour set. You could use any paint whatsoever. And I'm going to use my little Meaden #1 brush and my small mop brush. Really useful brushes, one with a really nice point. And then I'm going to use my Uni Pen permanent ink 0.1, but again, anything that you've got will work. So let's start off with a small brush, and I'm just going to wet that nose, and I'm going to drop in a little bit of cadmium yellow under this side, because that's where I want the light to catch it. So for me, the light's coming from the left. It's the direction that the sun's coming from for me, and that's helpful. So a nice cadmium orange nose. I'm just going to drop a tiny little bit of alizarin crimson in to this far right hand side, just because I like colour, and we'll leave it to do its thing. And it'll just mix on the page. It's much nicer than having a bland colour. So I'm going to pick up a bit of pink, any pink that you want. I'm going to use my Potter's pink, and I'm going to pop on some little cheeks. Nice and cheesy cheeks. Just a bit of water, and just water around the edge. So I'm going to leave the mouth. I'm going to put the mouth on with pen. So I'm going to move down, and I'm going to go on to the scarf. Obviously your scarf could be any colour you like, but I quite like this emerald green for a scarf. So I'm going to do an emerald green and white stripy scarf. I am going to outline it, so it's not the end of the world if it's not quite right. Just thinking about going around that star. I thought that looked quite cute, a little paper cutout star in this design. Let me just pick up a bit from there. So remember, when you're going around something that's curved, there's a point where your strokes change from that direction into this direction. And it's normally fairly in the middle. And then I'm going to do green round the base of that star, and then some stripes, nice and as I said, you can use whatever colour you want because it's your card or your painting, and that's fine. I'm just going to put a bit of a fringe, I think, on here. A little bit of fun. Oh, one more side to do. Let's do this one. So again, just going to bring that across around the base of that star. I'm not very well at the moment, and so the cat knows it. Fellow chronic creatives, you will understand that if you've got animals. They seem sort of tuned in to you. It's one of their giftings. So when I'm not well, I tend to just paint small, because that's where my energy levels are, and that's fine, and this is perfect for that. So I've done the green stripes. Let's give that a chance to dry. I'm just going to pick up a brown from a palette, some burnt umber for these sticky arms. Just pushing to get that thickness really light to get the twigs. And I'm just going to put a little bit of ultramarine under the shadow side, so remember that the light's coming from the left, so this right hand side's the shadow side. So whilst I would love to leave the snowman white, because everything in me screams leave it white, it's not sensible to do so. So I'm just picking up a little bit of cobalt blue and a lot of water, and I'm just going to pop on a little bit of a shadow side. Careful around that nose, it'll still be wet, and a little bit of shadow under. And down that scarf. I might just drop a little bit of purple lake into there as well, just make it a bit more purpley. That shadow. just wash, clean water, just wash some of those harder lines away if you need to. Remember, it's going to dry lighter anyway, and it's going to look cute. So whilst that's dry, maybe I can do the star. Yeah, so that's dried quite quickly. I think it must be the sunshine. So I'm going to go and do the star with my gold watercolour. Just use some yellow, but I've got a gold Winsor & Newton watercolour, and I quite like it, especially for this time of year. I like the little bit of sparkle. I suppose I could have given him a rosette. And I've purposefully made the star irregular, because otherwise I end up desperately wanting the star to be nice and ordered and tidy, which isn't great. Let's clean that up palette. So time to go in with my, let me just check that's dry, yeah, my little fine liner. So let's start with this lovely nose. And I'm not going to do the base because that's in stuck in the snow. I can't, do I want eyes? I don't know if I want eyes. Let's do a nice big smile. Oh. Yeah, let's do eyes. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Like that. So a little bit of that blue is still damp, so I need to be a bit careful. I'm going to give him a bit of an outline. Quite like how that pen is just smudging that little bit into the blue. Trying not to draw too many straight lines. Bit of a tassel. And if you don't, we're not outlining, so you're going for that sort of artistic, creative look. So nothing too drastic. Don't worry, it's fun. It could have been hand knitted by Grandma, and that's fine as well. So again, I'm not going around the base of those twigs. A little signature, and I think that's really nice. quite pleased with that one. What a cheerful soul. Last bit. So maybe he was in a competition and he's got first prize, which is good fun. So I'm now going to just pop it into the top. Might have to just squeeze a little bit more off there, we'll see. And then you literally just click it in. You can buy these on Amazon, and you've got yourself a nice fridge magnet. Let me just pause and I can click it. So here he is, our first prize snowman. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you'd like to buy it, then that's even nicer because they're just £4 each. I've got quite a few going at the moment. But enjoy, have fun, make a great card. See you soon. Like, subscribe, you know the deal.